Hey everybody, I'm Ryan, and this is Sea of Legends. Sea of Legends is a narrative-driven, open-world tabletop game. And so what that means is there are many ways to play, many play styles that fit it. And today, though, we're going to be playing a solo game. And so this game plays up to 1 to 4 players, but today it's just me. Now, I am playing with Captain Tun. My lover is Clara. My nemesis is Josephine. I got your 3 starter crew. Everyone starts out with a quartermaster, gunner, navigator, and I have the Farragut to start. Now, the aim of the game typically is the first player to reach 10 points of notoriety wins. So notoriety are our victory points. Now in this case, there aren't any other players, so I am playing against the different NPCs in this world and trying to survive. Now, for today, we're playing with the Dreadtide, which are undead conquistadors who have been cursed by the Fountain of Youth. And we're also playing with the Children of Tlaloc, who are these sort of ancestors, precursors to the Aztecs. And there are up to 8 different factions you can potentially play with and mix and match however you want. But this is who we're playing with today. Now, also, I should say, we've got the Spanish in play. They're always in play, so you gotta watch out for them and their ships as they're gonna keep control of the Caribbean. All right, before we start playing, I'm gonna briefly go over the different ways that notoriety is gained. So you can do that by defeating a big old boss monster, or you can do it by completing adventures, whether it's for your lover or against your nemesis or for your captain. You can also gain notoriety by raiding some of the most powerful ports on the map, as well getting relics from our tavern deck or hiring a notorious crew. These are all different ways that you can gain notoriety, and you know, we'll see what we end up focusing on today. Maybe we'll do a little bit of everything. We'll see. So to start, turn structure is really simple. So I'm going to begin solo player, so I don't have to worry about anyone else. It's just me and the NPCs here. For my first turn, I think I'm going to just start off really simply with a, you'll see there's 3 tokens on the map right now, and these are for my 3 different types of adventures. And right now I'm just sitting on the spot where my captain's adventure begins. So I think because I'm there, I'm just going to begin there and see what happens. All right, at sea, your ship slows as merfolk bursts from the waves. "Air breather," he bellows, "you harbor a thief inside that wood whale." Your first mate snickers. "You mean our ship? It's full of thieves. What of it?" The merfolk glares, pointing a spear at a crew member. "Turn them over or face the sea's wrath." So our options are turn over our thieving crew member or refuse the fishy fellow's demands. All right, I'm going to turn him over. I'm going to give in to the demands. You motion to the gangplank with your pistol. The thief hesitates, but a tentacle springs up from the waves and grabs them by the ankle. With a splash, they disappear. The merfolk tosses a few coins onto the deck. "I hear these metal bits can be very persuasive. Your full reward awaits in Havana." I'll say it. So result, we gain +5 gold. We have to discard a crew, and we're going to place our adventure marker on Havana. Well, thanks for the metal bits. So we claim 5 gold. Add that here. And we got to make a tough decision. I think we're going to get rid of our navigator. Navigator helps us move farther, which is really nice, but they don't really help us in combat, so sorry. So we're down to 2 crew, which means probably going forward we're going to want to find more. But, all right. We're going to stop there, though. That's the end of the turn. Or actually, I can move still after taking that action. So I'm going to move over to, well, I'm going to move my marker, because that's what the app told me to do. And then I'll move over to Havana as well, so I can follow that marker there. So next up, it's going to be the NPC's turn. And that means we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to pull a card from the NPC deck, and we're going to do whatever that card says. As well, we're going to be moving all NPCs on the board. Now, in a full game with 2 to 4 players, this is going to alternate between all the players at the table at the end of the round. In this case, there's only 1 player, so it's just going to keep going between me and the NPCs. As the NPC controller, you have to help them achieve their goals. In this case, each faction has a different goal, and we're going to try to help them achieve that in the most efficient way possible. But when there is room for interpretation, or there are equally, valid targets, you as the NPC controller get to change the routes to fit whatever you're trying to do in the game. So first, we're gonna pull a card. All right, so we got the Merfolk Guardian here. And it says we need to place a Merfolk Guardian on Tortuga. That's right here in the center of the map. And we don't have to do any of the other actions on the card because the Merfolk Guardian is at its base level strength. And essentially, the stronger the Merfolk get, or any of these cards get, the more actions we take on their corresponding card. So we've placed the Merfolk, and now we gotta move everything. So we have some options here. The factions in this world don't necessarily play nice together. They'll battle and duke it out. So we could move the Spanish Galleon into the Merfolk. The Merfolk has 5 strength and they'll defeat the Galleon. The Galleon doesn't have any valid targets. It's looking for ports to retake that have been claimed by other players or factions. So we can do whatever we want with it. So let's do that. Let's just try to knock this one off the board. So we move it in. It's defeated, simple as that. And then the Merfolk actually picks up the gold that would be given as a reward for defeating it. So we're gonna just stack some gold under there. And then we have to move the Merfolk. The Merfolk is trying to get to one of the corners of the map to pick up a relic token. And when it moves from the corner back to the center to Tortuga, then it will summon this giant sea monster that we have over here. So generally, we probably want to avoid that. Maybe if you're if you're feeling more nihilistic, you could help bring on the end of the world here, but maybe I can make friends with the Merfolk. We'll see. So for now, I'm going to move them towards Smuggler's Cove, because at least that's away from me. I don't have to deal with them. Now it's my turn. All right, so for my turn, so I could go try to stop that Merfolk. I don't have a lot of crew. I haven't really upgraded anything. I don't have any items, so I feel like the odds of me winning are probably bad, and so I'd like to stack the odds in my favor. So what I'm gonna do is, in Havana, I'm gonna go to the tavern and see what happens. All right, so first card I pull here has a musket loading race, so we can gain 2 gold, or we can gain 8 gold, which is a lot, but we unlock our Nemesis's next ability. All right, let's take the 8. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't just completely backfire. So if this game goes sideways, like, remember this moment. This might be where it all happens. So I got 8 more gold here. I'm like kind of rich, which is awesome. And actually, this is a consumable item, so I claim it immediately. It's not a relic. It's not worth victory points, but it has a really powerful effect. It's a lucky peg leg. It lets me change the die result to any other side for 1 die, and then I discard it when I do that. So that's pretty good. So that was my turn. Back to the NPCs. So you can see in a 1-player game, you don't have the luxury of assuming that other players are going to clean up the board for you or interfere or help you in any way. No one's going to help you. It's just you. You're alone in here. It's just you, the Merfolk, whoever else you're playing with, and so it's your responsibility. It's my responsibility. You're just watching, actually. All right, we got to place a Spanish galleon on any sea region. So I'm gonna place them somewhere they'll be safe, and regret that I destroyed that Spanish galleon earlier, but what can you do? I think we need a bigger ship. We definitely need a bigger ship. But all the bigger ships aren't nearby. So there's 4 different types of ports. There's shipyards, there are hideouts, there are taverns, and there are hiring halls. So shipyard is where I'm going to go to get a better ship. Unfortunately, nearest shipyard looks like it's over here in the corner. We have one potentially down here, Cartagena, kind of far away from the Merfolk. So the concern is we might be able to get a better ship, but then we can't stop the Merfolk from getting to the center of the map in a couple turns and then summoning a giant ferocious ally. This is gonna be a very short game is what I'm trying to say, if I don't play this turn correctly. So if it seems like I'm agonizing, it's because it's kind of a pivotal moment. Okay, that's it. I know what we're doing. We're gonna spend our money on crew. We're going to Thieves Landing. We're gonna get the best darn thieves available. So we draw the top 3 cards. I don't care who they are. I'm buying them all. I am loaded. I am rich. All right, so we got a Scallywag, a Shipwright, and a Swindler. Oh, Swindler is by far my favorite of all possible crew. He's really expensive. I mean, look at this. First of all, look at this guy. How can you not want him on your ship? He's got the booze. He's got a tankard hook hand. It's like, this guy's down to party. All right, that's all I'm saying. He can change a die result to any side, so he's actually very powerful besides being a great time. And our shipwright, they're all right. They actually, basically, the shipwright makes you more powerful the more empty your ship is. They want you to go for like a low crew strategy. Now, the scallywag is good because he gives us a ton more dice. 4 more dice for a challenge. Problem with that, though, is that he also makes your nemesis stronger every time you do that. And if you max out your nemesis, it doesn't just mean like, oh, no big deal, now you get 4 dice for free. If your nemesis is at full power and you use the scallywag, then you just gain an additional nemesis. Already regretting the fact that I already upgraded my nemesis. We'll see what happens. All right, and we spent 7 gold to do that, so 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 also happens to be the amount you need to bury to get a point of notoriety, but I think I'm better off investing in some better crew. So that's my turn. It's gonna go over there. Whew, okay. All right, so we're gonna pull another card. Let's hope it's not another merfolk. The best thing that could happen right now is probably either a galleon or we start spawning undead on the board. Hey, it's undead. All right, I'll take it. So we're going to place an undead soldier on San Juan and St. John. Oh, and then we're going to increase their strength by 1. Okay, that's less great. So the good news is we do have units on the board now that could potentially help defeat the merfolk. And I'm going to power them up here, so I'm going to place a little token. So they have 4 strength, and they gain an additional 2 strength for each ally on their region. Their whole deal is, like, the undead are trying to join together. So once you got 3 or more undead that meet on a region, they're going to transform into the Skeletal Colossus, which is, like, a big, scary monster, of course, who also happens to destroy and infest the ports that he walks on. And then if that happens 5 times or more, then the game is over. So probably don't want that to happen. I'm gonna have the ship come to help intercept these merfolk maybe, so I'm gonna get a little closer back to Tortuga, and then the merfolk is gonna slide on over as it tries to get back to Tortuga to take the relic back home. All right, so on my turn, I'm gonna move Ton in, and we're gonna try to defeat this merfolk. I'm sorry, honestly, the merfolk are probably one of like the nicest factions in the game. Like their motivation is sort of the most pure. They're like, hey, you're like kind of stealing our old relics and you're like invading and pillaging our temples. We don't really like that, so we gotta come reclaim the Caribbean. But I'm a pirate and I guess I'm a little bit of a jerk, so I'm gonna try to interfere and steal their stuff. I'm sorry. You got enough problems. This is gonna really probably bite me in the rear. All right, let's just go for it. All right, I'm using my scallywag. It increases my nemesis. My nemesis is now fully powered. So now I have to watch out. They can sap my resources, they can cause a mutiny, and they can test the price of loyalty. Josephine, you suck. So like any game with dice, the best strategy is just to roll well. That's pro tip. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm also really lucky. That's why I like games. So we just rolled like only positive things on these dice. That's amazing. All right, so we got some numerals here. We got some symbols. They're all little happy flowers. Great. Now we don't have any of our lover's abilities unlocked yet, which is kind of a shame. But in this case, we just rolled exceptionally well. And so we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is definitely going to beat the 5 strength of the Merfolk Guardian. Wow. Okay. This is like probably the best I've ever started, because now we just got a bunch more gold. We got 3 more gold and we got the relic. So let's find out what that relic was. Usually it's something good. Occasionally it can be trash. So you draw from the tavern deck and we find a hand cannon. Cool. So you gain 1 die during combat, and if you have a powder keg, you can discard the powder keg and then instead you gain 5 additional die as you load the cannon up. And it's worth 1 notoriety. Hey! We're 1/10 of the way to victory. Okay, so we win. Now we just gotta keep doing that. That is gonna be the end of my turn though, so let's see what's going on with the NPCs. Will I regret not making them fight each other more? Yeah, okay. So now that I have upgraded the undead soldier's strength, now I have to do both parts on this card. So I gotta do the first 2. And so I have to place an undead soldier on Smuggler's Cove in Cartagena. And the Skeletal Colossus is going to get stronger as well. So it's now sitting at a hefty 13 strength. So yeah, let's never let that ever get on the board. And there are 4 undead out. This is real bad. This is real bad. So the problem is, if you're not aware of what I'm seeing here, is that there's one space in between all of the undead right now. So I don't want to do this, but I have to. The rules say I have to. I don't want to do this. All right, why did I say this is going well? This is what I did. I brought this upon myself. So the 3 undead meet in the middle of the ocean and then they drown. No, they unfortunately transform into the Skeletal Colossus. So we just got a giant monster doing stompy stuff. Luckily they're not on a port, so they haven't destroyed a port yet, but now that is the logic of the Colossus that we're gonna have to try to play out. It's gonna try to move to the nearest port and destroy it. I think I need to like become best friends with merfolk. So we're gonna hang out with the merfolk some more and see what's happening with the merfolk. Near shore, undead soldiers surround a crumbling temple. Splashing to the surface, a familiar merfolk welcomes you. Before I can offer you more shiny metal bits, I need your help. It's just gold, man. It's just gold. Someone tell him. I need you to return this. He holds up a glinting idol to its rightful place. But I lack, well, those bottom arms. I mean, legs. Now you can put your bottom arms to work and sneak into the temple, or you can deliver the idol to the undead soldiers. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't help the undead. They've got enough health. So we're going all in on the merfolk strategies today. Maybe we'll become best friends. Maybe he'll like, take me to his secret underwater lair. Who knows? So you take the idol and cautiously approach the temple. The undead soldiers are distracted, tossing around Skeleton's head as its body chases after it. You easily slip by, follow the glyphs, and return the idol to its rightful nook. When you return, the merfolk is gone, but a gift is waiting along with a map drawn in the sand. Oh, thanks. Thanks, bud. I don't even know your name. Hope maybe we'll get to it. Maybe that's the real achievement, is our friendship. We'll see. We'll gain the Sea Crown card. All right, so yeah, dig into the merfolk deck here. Oh, it's right on top. How convenient. Oh, cool. So it says I can treat all sea regions as hideouts. That's great. So I can heal, rest up. I can get rid of wounds. I can bury gold. And it's worth the point of notoriety, so we are now 2/10 or 1/5 away from victory. So maybe I can do this. We're also going to increase the strength of all merfolk guardians. Okay, that's great, actually. We got a shot. And we'll put our adventure marker over on NASA. It's not Nassau. It's just like the people who go to space. NASA. So next up, it is back to the NPCs. We have powered up our merfolk friends. We're now best friends with the merfolk. We're going to forget that one time that we don't know what happened to that merfolk. We defeated that merfolk in battle, so I'd like to believe that merfolk retreated and they understand that it was all a mistake and it's all gonna be okay. Hey! Oh, this is great. We pulled a merfolk card. Place a merfolk guardian on Tortuga and increase merfolk strength. Okay, merfolk are getting fully powered up. Please save us, please save us. This is always how it is. You gotta rely on the good guys to help you out. It's a thankless job being a merfolk, I think. You gotta deal with people like me. And merfolk guardians will move an additional region this turn. That's cool. And, oh, we're gonna place a second one as well. Oh my gosh. All right, so we got a merfolk army now. That was really high impact. Okay, so let's send those merfolk to 2 different corners. They're bound to get to at least one of them. Get a relic, come back, and let's do it. Let's have giant monster kaiju battle happen. Let's go. All right, so this merfolk's heading to Claw Bay, and this merfolk, ooh, I don't want to move them into me, because then they'll fight me. We're not like, we haven't like solidified our alliance yet. All right, I'm gonna have them go to Smuggler's Cove. They're both gonna pick up a relic. All right, in my head there was like a sweet sound effect though, like you heard. You heard like a thud and there was like a twinkling sound. And what's next? All right, we gotta move the undead. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. They can go wherever. I'm gonna have the Spanish ship flee and maybe, oh no, I'm gonna have them move on up to San Juan. What I'm gonna try to do is have have the Spanish galleons try to clean up the infestations wrought by the undead. And then I'm gonna move this undead soldier away from everything. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta take that soldier out. And the Colossus has to move to the nearest port. There are two different options here between St. John and Smuggler's Cove. They're both equidistant away. And so we're gonna move them over to St. John and they're gonna destroy it. They're gonna infest it, great. But at least our merfolk friend is still alive. All right, so if they do that 4 more times without us taking back any of the islands that are infested, then the game is over. So we're playing for keeps now. It's on, essentially. All right. So I'm really close to finishing my captain's adventure. So that's like pretty tempting. If I finish that, I'll probably get even more goodies. The world's gonna be ending in the meantime though, so that's like the only problem. Now let's do it, All right. Will I get to know your name? Tell me your name, merfolk. Let's find out. Outside a flooded cavern, the merfolk awaits. Thank you. I am Tinoch. I'm sorry I didn't trust you, but your kin are thieves. Now I must confess, those shiny metal bits do have some use. Please, return them. He holds out a webbed hand. I need them to reawaken the sea. I don't know what that means, but all right, if we give up 5 gold, something's gonna happen. We're gonna reawaken the sea. I mean, that sounds like it could be good for us because it's gonna help the merfolk out, or we can tell Tinoch we prefer a sleepy sea. How badly do we want this gold though? That's the only, I mean, I know we're trying to be friends, but also we do really want them to get more powerful and beat the undead for us. Yeah, I think we gotta do it, even though we gotta give up a little gold. All right. We got plenty, fine. Tinoch asks you to wait as he slips beneath the waves. Hours later, he emerges with a statue in hand. In the distance, the sea shudders and roils as an enormous maw of tentacles bursts into view. That was a monster noise. Sorry, I'll never do that again. As a maw of tentacles bursts into view. Do not worry, air breather. The sea will be your friend from now on. Hey, all right, cool. So we are gonna lose 5 gold. We already did that. We're gonna gain in just a pure little notoriety. And we will place Sipakna on the battlefield, on the Caribbean. I mean, it's not all battlefield, hopefully. We get to place her on an adjacent region. Let's get her as close. Get in there. You got it. She's a big, strong lady. And that will end our captain's adventure for now. Okay. Now the only problem is, Spakna is a little bit weaker than the Skeletal Colossus, but she does get stronger the more relics are delivered to her. And she'll also look for the closest relic. So we should probably keep our distance so she doesn't get the wrong idea and think that we stole relics from her. We did not do that. We were given the sea crown, but I can understand that there might be a misunderstanding. I don't think she really understands English or any language besides like Mer language, so like bubbles. I don't really know. Okay, that's my turn though. So now a lot of stuff has to happen. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Well, first we gotta flip over a card. All right, we get a Spanish galleon. Place a Spanish galleon on any sea region. Each player must unlock a new nemesis ability for a nemesis. Well, here's the thing. Luckily, our Nemesis is already fully powered, so that doesn't matter for us. If it's a multiplayer game, I'm sure everyone else would be very annoyed, but it's not. We gotta be a little strategic here. So I want to power up this beautiful sea beast. So I'm gonna bring the merfolk over here, and then she's gonna go be like, oh, hey, thank you, appreciate it. Or more like, you know, however she says it in her tentacle language, and take that relic. And now she's a little more powerful. I would push her up to 10. Still not enough to take on the Colossus, but we're getting closer. Now, granted, this is like kind of a dangerous strategy. Like, it's a very dangerous strategy, actually, because if the merfolk have 4 relics that they deliver to Sipakna, then they win. So we gotta find a way to make that Colossus weaker. Okay, well, we'll keep thinking about how to do that, and we'll keep delivering relics in the meantime. All right, we're gonna send the Colossus over to the corner to go stomp on Bridgetown. Stomp, stomp. All right. And we're gonna place the Spanish galleon that I forgot to place earlier, because that's what the card says. And if you don't do what the card says, we'll know. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna place this on a sea region. We're gonna try to group these ships together and have them fight some undead. Yes. All right, so go, go, go. Ships, go in here, attack. Together they have a combined power of 5, and they're fighting a 4, so they're gonna win. And attackers win ties, so they're totally set up to knock off that undead. They're gonna gain the gold from the undead, because the undead are just like loaded. And all right, we already moved our merfolk. So we've finished our captain's adventure though, so that was great. All right, Smuggler's Cove, here we go. What do you got? Well, let's look at all the tier 2 ships and figure out which one. Oh, I already know what I want. I've got a favorite. Ooh, I said that, but I forgot we actually added a bunch more ships. So I'm torn between the Fleetwood because of the name, obviously. It's got pretty good stats too. It holds more crew. The Peggy is also a very reliable ship. Peggy, she's well known. In many playtests, Peggy has been a very valuable ally. So I'm gonna go with Peggy. She's a 3-2-4. That's a very solid spread. We don't have to worry about our crew space changing. We'll get 3 cannons, and our movement stays the same. So let's do that. All right, so we're gonna do a little upgrade there. We're gonna pay 10. All right, we're getting low on gold now. Down to our last copper. But we gain another point of notoriety, so hey, we're almost halfway there. Maybe I am doing good. We'll see. And that's gonna be my turn. So as you can see, like using the NPCs in solo mode, like if there is one mode where you really have to be on top of your NPC game, it is solo mode. Because again, you have no players to bail you out, to beg or bribe, to clean up the board when you forget about it or lose in combat. Luckily, we haven't lost in combat yet. Well, we've only been in combat once, so let's not get too cocky. And also, our best crew are like tapped, so there's that. Now, I'm gonna have, so this merfolk moves in center, has a relic, which will satisfy our beautiful tentacled friend. And so I have her move over there, grab another relic. Okay, she is also halfway to victory. Could be a problem. But now we just have to face off against one little merfolk. And so, all right, let's go. What do we need? Dice. All right. We got our 4 dice. We got a lot of people tapped down right now. So a lot of our crew need time to rest, but we did upgrade our ships. We're gonna get 3 more dice there. Oh, if you drop it though, then that's not possible to use it. There it is. And, ooh, we still haven't, we need to go see how Clara's doing and like take care of her little side quest, but you know, this will work for now. Okay, we rolled 4 ones, so solid. We need to beat a 7 though. We're kind of not really at a 7. Oh wait, I didn't roll. I've got a hand cannon. Ha! Oh, I just rolled another dagger. Great. So this is why you want to be careful of your nemesis. All right, before we have to resolve these dice though, we get to use our crew to potentially mitigate my bad rolls, and I've got a lucky peg leg. Okay, can't forget about the lucky peg leg. So here's what we're gonna do. Swindler, this is what we brought you in for. Let's just change any die to the side we want. So we're gonna change this first dagger to a 2. Great. So now we're up to 6, so we're getting closer to winning. And we're maybe not getting crushed by our nemesis, Josephine. Ha! All right, we're gonna use our quartermaster. And we're gonna turn this rose into a 1, because quartermaster lets us change either the captain icons or the lover icons to a 1. So now we're at 7, so we're tied. Attacker's gonna win a tie. Unfortunately, that's the merfolk. Now, lucky peg leg. Can't forget about the lucky peg leg. We are going to discard it. Now's the time. Hey, and it lets us change any player's die result to another side. What's great about this in a, multiplayer game is that it's any player, so you can really mess with other players, or you can help them if that's your thing. So we did activate our nemesis, though. Our nemesis first ability is sap resources, because Josephine's a jerk, and it says we have to tap 1 crew, but joke's on you, Josephine, we already tapped all our crew, so your powers are useless against us. So these are, hope you're keeping notes, pro level strats here. All right. We've won, we did it. All right, excellent. Whew. All right, merfolk down. Now, it's a shame they weren't carrying a relic though. Could have used that. Now that we've succeeded though, what's next? Well, we've moved all the pieces. Everything's going great, all according to plan. And I think what we want to do is run down to St. John. Oh no, I was gonna say run down to St. John and raid it and like try to, get rid of that infestation marker. But I just realized now we have seriously used up all our good crew members. So we don't actually have like probably the best odds. We have 1 gold. But we don't have any wounds. So it could be worse. All right, so luckily we have the Sea Crown, our gift from the merfolk, and we're gonna use it now. We're gonna move over 1 space. It's a sea region, and we can treat all sea regions as hideouts. That's actually really great in this case, because we're gonna use it to untap all these crew. Boom, they're reactivated, they're ready to go, and that might help us in the future. Now that means it is back to the NPC turn, and oh no, there's gonna be, no, okay. So this is a bad one. We're gonna place the undead soldier over on Bridgetown. Gosh, they just keep coming. And 1 on Claw Bay. They also get +2 in combat this round, and they get to move +1 region. And oh no, they don't have that ability unlocked. Okay. Could be worse. We're fine. All right, so we don't really want to mess with the undead. Good news, we don't have to. Okay, we're gonna have Mr. Stomps come over to Cartagena, and the Colossus is gonna crush Cartagena. Sorry. So they've got 3 tokens down. Undead are gonna move to try to get together and hang out and form a horde, and our merfolk are going to, they're gonna be looking for more relics, so this fella's gonna go have a little scouting party over in Havana, try to get to a corner, and the only other relics on the board belong to me. So that means Sipakna unfortunately now is gonna chase me, so it has to move as close to me as possible when it only moves 1 region. So it's just gonna chill in the ocean next to me. That's fine, that's totally fine. Okay, so as long as I keep moving away from it, then I guess I'm okay, but the board is starting to fill up more and more. So now it's my turn, and I'm gonna go run over to Bridgetown and try to liberate Bridgetown. I'm here to save you, Bridgetown. And Bridgetown's having a hard time. First the Spanish, now the undead, now me. Honestly, I think I'm probably the best of those options. Besides, like self-governance or whatever. I have all my crew, which is great. I've got my ship, awesome. I've got my hand cannon. You know what? I'm not even gonna use any of my crew. I'm gonna roll 7 dice here between my ship and my hand cannon. it's only got a defense of 4, so it's pretty likely that I can turn it back over. Oh, wait. Did I move my Spanish ships during that turn? I did not. I did not. All right. Well, I'm going to have them start knocking off undead, so it's all good. Thank you, guys. No reason we can't use them to our benefit. Wow, that's quite a stack. All right, but now we are doing the bridge down combat. Whew. That's not a good roll, huh? Wow, and continue to get punished for not helping out my lover. See, the thing is, I may have a lover, but I haven't really earned her favor yet. And she's really strong. She's a pretty tough lady. Let's go. You know what? She's got some great abilities that I probably wish I had right now. So, for example, if we were heavily armored, we'd get more dice when attacked, and if we had the upgrade, we'd get an additional +1 to our combat score for every 2 lover roses that we rolled. We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that at all. We got these. Got these fine folks, though. All right, crew, it's all on you. I actually don't know if my crew can get me out of this. Wishful thinking. All right, let's... We're gonna use our Swindler. I really wanted to save my Swindler for like a more important fight, but we also can't lose the game. Luckily, Swindler's gonna give me a nice boost as I'm gonna turn a dagger into a 2. So you can really see like the Swindler is a very powerful crew member. One of the most expensive, but probably one of the most useful when it comes to turning bad combats around. And we're probably gonna have to use a Quartermaster. Yes. And so we're gonna get a 5. So we're actually gonna win because that's gonna be 5 is all we need to win. Attackers win ties. We're gonna liberate Bridgetown from the infestation, remove that marker, and well, our nemesis is unfortunately gonna tap one of our crew. I'm gonna have her tap the Scallywag because I'm pretty scared to use the Scallywag at this point, since if I do, I will get an additional nemesis, and I'm barely handling the one I have. One nemesis is good enough. Now, I have liberated Bridgetown, which is great. I'm gonna get 5 gold, thanks. I'm assuming they gave it to me and that I didn't just take it forcefully. You know, it's up to you, whatever's in your headcanon. I'm planting my flag. I now control this. Oh no! I now control this town, but it also means now the Spanish are gonna come attack it to try to take it back, which means they're gonna attack me. Well, you're not getting it, all right? Because I've saved one of my crew for this combat. I got my gunner. All right, that's gonna have to work. And again, I wish, why did I not go on Clara's adventures? Like, that's having a huge consequence on this entire game. I'm getting so many extra dice. All right, well, here's what we can do. The big lady, Sapakna, moves a little bit closer. And the Colossus is gonna move to another port. Let's have it move this way. Like, we really don't want it. You really don't want your skeletal Colossus to enter the center of the board because that's where all the ports are and it makes it very hard to win. So if we can keep him like slowly touring the outskirts, you know, take a little trip to Claw Bay, that would be great. Oh, but Claw Bay is also right next to Port Royal. Okay, we're in some trouble. And this little undead that will go up into... We're gonna move them up into Port Royal because hopefully we can have the merfolk also take them out. But you know what? First things first, y'all. We gotta see what the NPCs are doing this turn. Oh, we're getting another merfolk on Tortuga. And everyone would be upgrading their nemesis, but it doesn't matter because I already maxed mine out. And Merfolk Guardians move an additional region this turn. Yes! All right, that's actually great. Boom. Grab a relic. And then you have a relic, and you go all the way back, right? No, I had moved them there. So you get back to Havana. Okay, cool. This is great, although it does mean that there are 2 more relics that are gonna get placed on the board, potentially. Also means, oh, there's so many ways for me to lose right now. I can't even keep track of them. We already have the merfolk with 2 relics under Sapakna's control. Luckily, the undead now only have 2 infestation markers down on the map. So actually, we're doing a good job. Like, he's still doing his thing, and it's bad, but like, if we can just like follow in his wake and just like keep cleaning up these markers, like, I don't know if we're gonna win doing that, but we won't lose. But the Spanish are gonna attack me, so we gotta just get that over with. Guys, I thought we were a team. Good news, they're actually pretty weak. They only have 5 strength right now, total. 4 + 1. We haven't lost a combat yet, and this is a great way to jinx our odds here, but all right. We've got the 4 base dice, we got the 3 from our ship, we got the 1 from our hand cannon, and you know what? Let's go all in. I don't want to lose this combat. Let's get our gunner in here, tapping our gunner. Gonna get that 8th die. Math? 9th die. Yeah, there we go. And here we go. Good roll, good roll. All right, I see. Maybe. Oh no, I see 3 daggers. Oh no. Oh no. And we have not, I just want to point out, we have not activated Tun's sweet ability. Get that big hit, get that +2 to our combat score. So I chose Tun because I was like, he's good at combat. So I think there's probably going to be a lot of combat. And we have not once activated Tun's ability. Bad at rolling dice. All right, now 3 daggers is really bad because we are going to lose 1 combat score per tapped crew on our deck. No. Yeah, okay. So that's going to negate all our dice that we rolled that were good. So there's that. And all right, what else has she got going on? Oh gosh. Oh no. Every time we tapped our crew, we were supposed to be losing gold. But I conveniently forgot that, so let me subtract the gold that I would have lost, which turns out to have been most of it. There we go. Back to 3. Dang, Josephine! Stop it. Stop. Please. Wow, this got brutal. All right, so they're going to defeat me in battle. I'm going to take a wound. They're going to remove my flag so I can't collect my sweet pirate taxes. And, oh man, this is rough. All right, what have I done? What have I done? I'm going to move over to, I have no money. I'm going to move over to San Juan. And you know what? I'm not afraid of death. I'm going to do a Nemesis adventure and see if we can recover. All right, so we're at San Juan here. You're stopped outside a port near San Juan by a Spanish galleon. An officer waves you down and woodenly declares, "By the orders of King Charles II, there will be no entry due to the wedding preparations for the courageous Josephine and the Marquesa of Altamira, unless you have an invitation." That's an authentic Spanish accent, by the way. And so our options are offer a favor in exchange for an invite. Okay, tempting. Recklessly threaten the officer with your pistol. Also tempting. Ooh, I kind of want to offer a favor though, because I need friends. I really need friends. We all need friends. The officer looks over his shoulder and lowers his voice. "Very well. I will allow you entry, but only if you aid me on this little errand. The wedding has stretched my forces thin. Check in on my lieutenant in Smuggler's Cove. I'll even throw a little bonus in for the trouble. This is urgent." Heck yeah, all right. So we're going to gain 3 gold. All right. And just trade this out. Additionally, we're going to knock off one of Josephine's abilities, make our life a little bit easier. And we're going to place an adventure marker on Smuggler's Cove. Okay. So that is going all the way up here. Get these dice out of here. Who put those dice there? Great. Okay. So we got some money. We might be able to make some friends. And we're taking down our nemesis. The world is kind of in flames, though. There's that. Now some bad things are gonna... No, yes! I am a tactical genius. This was all planned, calculated. All right, let's draw a card. Wait till you see this. This is gonna be good. All right, we're gonna place... No! We're gonna place an undead soldier on Smuggler's Cove in Cartagena. Great, Smuggler's Cove, Cartagena. Now you notice they won't start combat when they spawn on a region with like another player or another NPC. Combat is initiated when you move into a region with a hostile character. It will also increase the Skeleton Colossus strength. Again, come on. I'm gonna have to talk to Zach. He's what has he done? He's clearly favoring the undead. We're gonna move our little merfolk friend over here. Everything's cool. I'm glad we didn't attack him. Then we're gonna move in everyone's favorite lady of the sea, Sipakna. She's gonna go yoink, take that relic. She is also 1 away from victory, so you should be a little concerned about that. If you want me to win, if you want the merfolk to win, well, honestly, they're the good guys here. So if anyone deserves to win, it's probably them. And so she's gonna gain that relic. They're only 1 relic away from winning the game. We're gonna move this undead unwittingly into this space. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Boom, dead, rawr. And then these undead, though, oh, they have to move closer together. All right, so they're gonna go meet in the middle, hang out in the sea. I imagine they're like at the bottom of the ocean right now. And I mean, they're probably having a good time. And then Stomper will go to Claw Bay and does what he does best. So that's another infested port. We no longer have access to it. We got to retake it to stop the infestation. And that brings them up to 3 infestations. And all right, we got another merfolk headed to Tortuga. Oh, with another relic. Oh no. And it's 1 region away from Sipakna. Okay. Oh, this is just bad. And this is just bad in so many ways. What happened? It was such a quiet little sea. All right, we got to bring in our now friends with the Spanish. They're now cool. We gave back their town, so they're not going to mess with us. We're going to bring them back into the center to help us fight off some of these other characters. We kind of have to defeat this merfolk at Tortuga, but if we do that, we might also get attacked by Sipakna and give Sipakna the 4th relic. This is bad. This is very bad. What are we gonna do? just give it up. Let's go for it. All right, no fear. We're gonna come in. We're going to Tortuga. We're gonna take this relic. We're gonna somehow beat Sipakna. It's gonna all be fine. All right, so first things first, we grab our dice. All right, we got 3 coming in from our ship. We got 4, because that's just how it is. And that's just how the captains are. And we're gonna get 1 die from our hand cannon. And any more die? Anyone else want to help? Anybody? No. All right, but we have to subtract 1 die because we have 1 wound. All right, here we go. You can do this, buddy. I believe. Yikes. All right, we got 4 successes here. We have 4 towards our combat score. We have, once again, not activating our captain's ability. No way, not possible, especially not when we need it. And we are going to activate our nemesis. Hey, joke's on you, nemesis. We don't have any crew left to tap. If we just always tap our crew, then you can't hurt us because we've hurt ourselves already. I will take another wound. Ow. The merfolk will take 1 of my relics. Oh no. Oh no. You can have your crown back. You know what? It belonged to you in the first place. It was a gift from your friend Tinoch. I guess you didn't get the message, but that's okay. So I'm gonna lose the sea crown. And, you know, we gotta do an NPC turn here. I think this could be the final turn of the game, folks. Oh gosh, we're gonna spawn another merfolk. All right, cool. Everybody come to the center, hang out, and we're gonna upgrade our nemesis. Oh my gosh. And merfolk guardians can move additional. They're just gonna pile in though. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna probably just get clobbered. So let's see. It is final round of the game here. Oh, we need to have that there. Final round of the game here. We have to win this combat. We have to. We're dealing with a character with 12 strength. And so we're gonna roll our four base dice. We're gonna get 3 from our ship, 1 from our hand cannon, then we're gonna lose 2 from our wounds, and then we're just gonna roll amazing. No problem. We got this. I believe. Give me your energy right now. Blow on the dice, whatever it takes. Probably don't blow on the dice, actually, given the circumstances right now. But we're just gonna do it. We're gonna pull it off. We've got 2 2s. That's pretty good. That's not easy to do. So we managed to roll 4, 5. Honestly, 5. This is pretty good on 6 dice. But Clara is not helping us because we never really did anything really for her. That's fair. She's got her own life. She's got her own smith shop. She's got a lot going on. You know, her life's not all about us. It doesn't revolve around Captain Tun. Could have really used her help though. Josephine, luckily, is staying out of this. I mean, why would she get involved? The merfolk clearly have me surrounded. No, please. I helped you that one time. Yeah, I don't think they're buying it. You know, this is justice. I've gone through the 5 stages of grief, but this is justice. I did attack that merfolk just to steal a relic from him early in the game. And it's only right that the game should end with the merfolk surrounding me in Tortuga, reclaiming the relics I had acquired. And that means they're going to be up to 4 relics. And the merfolk win! Merfolk win. Congratulations. Y'all deserve it. You worked hard for it. I really thought the undead were going to win if anyone was going to win this game. My plan to summon you to even out the odds didn't really work out. So for everybody watching at home, learn from my mistakes. Don't plan on an elder merfolk demigod to bust you out of a hard place. You know, they're not really concerned with the petty squabbles of mortals. And I'm a pirate. This is kind of my lot in life. So merfolk are going to take it. The Caribbean is theirs. I have been defeated, and this has been a solo Sea of Legends game. So I hope you got a taste of what it's like to play solo. Now, if you want to learn more about the game, we have a how to play video that you can check out as well on this channel. We'll drop a link in the description. And also, there's all sorts of other folks you can check out who've been playing this game, and you can see how they have done, how they've compared to my masterful play. We'll see. I can't imagine anyone doing better than me. Now, also, if you didn't know, Sea of Legends actually is on Kickstarter right now, and that means you can back us follow that link in the description. On Kickstarter, you can back us and help bring this game to life. So if you like what you saw here today, or if you're interested at all, go check it out. Go see all the other factions that you can be playing with, all the unique cards and characters they bring into the game. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna practice and get better at this game and maybe have a rematch, try out some new factions in the future and see what we can do. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.